We are going to talk now about Dabo Swinney and Ole Miss tampering. Supposedly.
Jeez, Pete. Hey, look, Dabo brought receipts, but he brought a whole goddamn transcript, like 10 minutes
of when he talked about what, like the coaches talking to the players talking to the coaches,
the agents,
literally
the GMs.
Golding texting the fucking player. How dumb are you?
While he's in class.
How dumb,
hey, buddy? Here's a contract picture of the contract with a mill on it.
Hey, Kiffin Jr., chill.
Don't you know to let other backdoor channels do your dirty work? Come on, now.
God bless it.
Like,
Kiffin's probably just sitting there like, man, there's so many easier ways to do this.
Kiff's like, man, I guess I didn't teach him enough.
God bless it.
Ole Miss being dirty, shocker. Doesn't surprise me. But
hey, I mean, they got to get good somehow.
It's the nature of the beast. I know everybody's tampering effectively, but I do think that
this is a whole different level. This is a whole different level, in my opinion. He was in the portal. He chose Clemson, signed with Clemson, is doing classes at Clemson, and another university is trying to get him to transfer again.
Yeah.
Is whole different level, in my opinion. Like, once he's out, like, you shouldn't even try and contact this kid.
Yeah, and we're talking about Luke Sorelli. He's a linebacker, came over from Cal.
From Cal, yeah.
Good young player. And he's like, no, I don't want to. Again, these are young men, but they are impressionable. And this is where I think they need standards to. Are we just going to teach everybody to be shitbags as kids?
I'm just going to say
young men, and then shitbags as adults.
As a 42-year-old, I'm going to tell you, if someone sends me a picture of a $2 million contract, I'm fucking gone.
He's like, well, that looks pretty damn good. I can buy a lot of Xbox games and whatever. Only never mind.
Like,
I won't say that.
Whatever cars, whatever I want to get. I could buy a damn house
if it's your own more OnlyFans subscriptions.
But here we go.
I had to. I'm sorry. But it's just one of those. But this is where we have to have left.
What do you want
limits.
a 20-year-old kid to do when you're having a 40, 50, 60-year-old coach sending you a text with a $2 million contract for 2 years, $1 million each year?
Yeah.
What do you want these kids to do? Like, these guys, they can only be like, hey, mom, dad, what do you want? What do you want me to do? I was like, well, I mean, as a parent, I'll be like, I want you to set yourself up for success long after your college career. $2 million does a great job of doing that if you do it right.
Yeah, the other side of it is some of these kids, they don't have good homes, or they don't have. I don't know about Luke's situation, but some of these they're trusting these agents that they have. Again, maybe peewee coaches.
I don't even call them agents. They're advisors. They're advising them,
and they're not even good at that. So there some of these guys that didn't have good homes, that didn't have families that like, hey, you set up, you committed to Clemson, you're already in classes, you need to stick to that. Look, you made a choice. Go sit on it. At least you stay there for another year, and then you can transfer again. But no, that some of these guys just get told bad things, and then you get money, like you said, thrown around at you. Yep. And that's why, going back to the Duke thing, I don't mind these lawsuits and saying, or even Dabo going after him and giving this to the NCAA. Hey, we know that tampering's happening, but this is over the line. Like, this shit needs to stop. He was already in class. It was 8 a.m. He's literally in class texting another coach. It's just, to me, this is where you need to lock this shit down, set some limits, and show these young men some standards of how to act. Because
once you sign, I feel like there's got to be a thing where once you sign in the transfer portal, you are barred from entering or transferring again until the next calendar year.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
There's got to be some leeway, or not leeway, but limits here, guys. I mean, I don't mind the transfer portal. I do think you can transfer as many times as you want. Things a little too much. Legally, what can you do though until things get settled with these contracts and they're more binding? But when it comes down to this, it's just dirty.
Maybe put a clause in there like, okay, while that you can't make them not transfer and you can't lock them in on a contract, maybe necessarily. However, you can put a clause in there that if you decide to transfer before the year is out, you are responsible for paying back all scholarship money and money that was promised or paid.
Yeah, they got to figure
something along those lines. Make it monetary. These kids ain't going to want to pay that money back.
No.
And they certainly aren't going to want to pay the $20,000-$30,000 a year that it costs to actually go to this university.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
whatever university. I mean, if you're in a bigger university
more.
like Duke or something, I'm pretty sure it's like closer to $50,000 for one year of scholarship. Like some of these kids the regular students, they come out with $200,000 in debt.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's a mess. I don't mind Dabo going out and reading the receipts because there's so many coaches too, Trevor, that will say, well, somebody's tampering, but they don't say anything about it.
Let's call them out.
Like Dabo said, if you got something to say, stand on it.
Hey, guess what? Newsflash. I know all you guys know this, but newsflash: SEC dirty as fuck.
Hey, there's a reason that Ole Miss became relevant back in the day, and it wasn't just because Hugh Freeze is a damn good coach. All right, but it does happen everywhere. It's not just an Ole Miss thing.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: there is a part of me that also wants to call out Michigan a little bit because they got a kid that was already enrolled in Utah that hadn't played a snap for them and re-entered the portal and went to Michigan. So in a way, I would call that as also tampering.
Yeah.
Once the kid is signed, leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah. There's got to be some sort of rules, guys. We'll see what happens.
I will call out my own team. I will call out any team that you guys want to point me in the direction to. If there is evidence of them signed with a team and they're being contacted by coaches to re-enter the portal or enter the portal and decommit, I'm sorry, that's tampering all day long.
And that's where this needs to get hammered down, and we'll see what happens on the legal side of it all.
And maybe you just need to start finding these coaches that make these contacts, like finding them $2.5 million or some ridiculous number. I think
I saw that tampering is like a level 2 NCAA violation or some shit like that. But does the NCAA have any teeth? This is like,
I mean, they do against technically the NCAA definitely has some teeth against the coaches.
Yeah.
They can put some money down on those coaches. I think that they should, because of the transfer portal and the cutthroat, I guess, business that it is, that if there is evidence of tampering and it gets turned into the NCAA, I think it should be $1 million fine to the school, a $500,000 fine to the coach that did it, and a playoff ban to the team.
Yeah. Some game suspensions for the coaches.
I'm sorry, but the other kids, I know they're going to say, oh, the kids didn't do anything wrong. Well, I'm sorry. These kids, these student athletes they're the people that are put in charge of them, of their care and of their ethical sportsmanship are not being ethical or being sportsmanlike at all.
Yeah.
So I think that the entire football program should be punished to every extent of the law. I don't think the players should get punished like that because they have been given the right to transfer as they see fit. But you can do a 1-year playoff ban, and I promise you that school's going to learn their lesson real quick because all them players that were 5 stars and elite 4 stars, they bye-bye.
They bye-bye. Smoke too. But I don't know, guys. Let us know what you think about old Dabo. Is he right to call him out? If you're tampering, hey, say something. If you don't like it, say something. Otherwise, shut up. You can't complain. In my opinion, I agree with Dabo on that.
That's right.